For the year 2020, I'm making a video review for every new movie I watch, whether in theaters or at home, and on December 16th, I watched Krampus. Welcome to my year in movies. This is talking to myself. I know the real meaning of Christmas is like the birth of Jesus, family, giving, love, all of that. But this was everything, okay? So it's one part Christmas Vacation, one part Home Alone, one part Grimm's Fairy Tales. You know that sequence in Phineas and Ferb about Der Kinderlumper? It's that, but the whole time. When Max's family can't seem to find the Christmas spirit finds them. His German grandmother warns them that St. Nicholas ain't coming this year. Maybe it was obvious. I loved this. This was everything. Like, I spent all of December like, man, what Christmas movie do I want to watch? You know, I do have ones that I try to watch every year, like Jingle All the Way, the Home Alone movies. But this year I was like, I want to watch a new Christmas movie, but I wasn't feeling led to any of the ones that have come out recently. You know, I've heard good things about Happiest Season. I've seen other people watch Last Christmas. And it's just like, I wasn't sure what I wanted. Krampus was everything I wanted. There's so many cool things about this movie that I'm so excited to talk about. So first off, I want to talk about the German grandmother. Krista Stadler as Omi is fantastic, absolutely flawless. Definitely one of the best performances in the movie and maybe one of my favorite performances this year. She manages to have like the warmth and tenderness that a grandmother should have. So she isn't just like, you know, the grandmother from the old country. But she still has that kind of like old world feel about her, and she really understands like the weight of the folklore, and it really comes through. Toni Collette and Adam Scott are such an unexpected combination that I absolutely adored. His deadpan expressions and delivery paired with her pre-Hereditary horror queen vibes meshed really nicely, and I was a fan of their dynamic. Also, Adam Scott is 47 years old. Since when? That man has never been older than 35. David Koechner? I don't know. The guy from Anchorman. And Allison Tolman as the like cousin Eddie and cousin Catherine-esque couple were really, really good. Apparently they were drawing David in the storyboards before they even cast him. And that kind of comes through, but he really nailed the performance of like the really like boisterous, very like macho, like use your guns to solve these problems, you know, we muscle through things, but he still manages to make it like a little sympathetic where it counts. Part of what I really liked about the writing for these characters is that while we had like, you know, the requisite needling and the holiday awkward ribbing, they kind of like get it out of their system pretty early in the film so that we can focus on the dynamics between these characters and the way that they're going to grow. And MJ Anthony, who played Max, he was really cute. He had a couple moments of real endearing emotion, and his dynamic with Omi was really cool. There were a couple shots of them like arm in arm and like side hugging, and I'm like, yeah, that's a cool dynamic. I'm really about that. Now, in order to fully gush about this film and talk about the beauty and mastery of it, I am going to recommend you go and watch it first. It's Christmas. Go watch it. If you haven't seen it already, it kind of flew under the radar, but this is like a cult classic in the making. So get in on it while you can, because this is fantastic. There's so many reveals though, and things along the way that because I knew nothing about, absolutely floored me. We were hollering. This film was everything. So please go and watch it. You can rent it on YouTube. I highly recommend watching it. I think it's a better experience not knowing anything, because all I knew about this movie was I knew it was Krampus, and I knew that Adam Scott was in it. I knew nothing else. Had the time of my life. Easily one of my new favorite Christmas films. And there are a lot of cool things that I want to talk about, but I want to make sure that like you're aware that I think it'd be cooler to see it first. But without further ado, 3, 2, 1, let's go. A lot of the special effects in this film are practical, and that makes a world of a difference. The elves that work with Krampus are wearing like masks. The costumes and masks are something that we can see and feel. You know what I mean? And so their threats feel more palpable. Like when they run off with the baby, I'm really scared for that baby, like they're gonna eat it. And alongside that, we have this boa constrictor python Drac-in-the-Box thing that also eats people. And when it's physically in the space, that is terrifying. Like, I'm pretty sure I audibly went, what is that, during the course of watching the film, because it was so frightening, because it moved and it was in the space and it was just frightening. And the cream of the crop, Krampus himself, primo, the design amazing. They managed to make it kind of like Beast-esque from Beauty and the Beast. Had these massive horns, had these long spindly fingers, and had these hooves. And there's like the whole way he's handled too, from the first reveal to where we see him in the distance on a roof and we see him sprinting to hunt down Beth. It's so creepy, but so well done. The fact that his face doesn't quite fit right and may not be the face he was born with, that's creepy too. The fact that his eyes are goat eyes, love that. Ooh, those horns, those hooves, the chain with the bells, everything comes together so beautifully. It is such peak design. And I know that a lot of people might be thinking, well, it's a scary Christmas movie. Like, Christmas is not meant to be scary. And I would like to point out that a lot of the Christmas movies we watch are either only tangentially related to Christmas or are also scary. Like, we have some films that we, debate about them being Christmas movies, whatever. But, like, if you remove the Christmas elements, is it really a Christmas movie? Is it just a thing on its own? Who knows? The idea that Christmas movies can't be scary, I would like to refer you to every iteration of the Ghost of Christmas Future. That guy is always scary. And Krampus, at least, like, that is a Christmas tradition. Maybe at least in, Europe, maybe not so much here. But it's an integral part of those celebrations. And, it's not necessarily connected to, like, the religious side of Christmas, Christian religious side of Christmas, but it's still, like, a part of the season. It's part of the festivities. And I don't know about you, but my parents used to read, like, the Book of Virtues to me as a kid, of, like, being scared straight, because if you're a rude and obnoxious kid, death, you're gonna die. To have this film where it's like, if you are not gonna get in the Christmas spirit will get into you and, like, kill you and eat you. And that's a really cool thing. And I adored this. This was everything. Again, one of my new favorite Christmas movies. I have to watch it again. I have to show it to everyone. I have to promote it and and simp for Krampus. I mean, it's totally a Christmas movie, and it's totally a perfect Christmas movie because it's got a claymation sequence in the middle of it. And what's more Christmassy than claymation? But no, this is easily one of my new favorite Christmas movies, and honestly one of my favorite movies that I've watched this year. I am already, like, chomping at the bit to show it to my family and show it to other people. So this was an absolute blast to watch. Like, it is definitely like a Christmas film to experience with other people, but really that's kind of the point of Christmas films. You better watch out. Krampus is coming to town. This has been My Year in Movies. Thank you for watching.